president is just pretentious, with respect, he's pretentious. He just want to coast through to become second. When he gets second time, what is he going to do with it? The country is gone. May next year is so far away. The country will be gone. If something happened to those people in Ogomosho, 1, 2, 3 or more killings, then something bad will happen. I hope Romania will not happen to President Tinubu, but the real OMOLUABI Yoruba, we are scandalized that Yoruba man is in charge and the country is unraveling under his watch. I think Obasanjo tried a little bit, not the best. He saved Nigeria from being indebted. He tried, so he made many other mistakes. But to have a Yoruba 2.0, and we now have what we have now. Questionable projects, Lagos, Calabar, Badagry, whatever. Questionable projects.
This is Naija Unfiltered on SYMFONI TV. My name is Olawale Oluwade, and my guest today is Dr. Akin Fapohunda, Director of Research, Afenifere, also Secretary General, Atunwo Organisation, a socio-cultural Yoruba movement. Dr. Fapohunda, always a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you very much. It's a privilege.
You're welcome. Let's get on with this, as the British will say. Give us your assessment of President Tinubu's 3 years in office. May 29th, just about a week ago, made it 3 years exactly, he was sworn in the areas of insecurity, the economy, and democratic practices. Give us your general overview of his administration.
We were in error to assume that President Tinubu has some antidote, some strategy to fix Nigeria. Some people had hopes. We never had, certainly. But it's clear now that he just came in, sleepwalked into the presidency. He had no defined strategy, just to occupy the office and exercise the powers of the office. It turned out to be a transactional presidency. Anything goes. Reactionary, not in control of all the elements of governance of a country, a so-called country. We always say it's 200 million, 220 million, 250 million, 280 million. We don't know how many we are. That's even the source of the problem. We are just marooned. And he himself is going to France, going to look for investors when we cannot move into the country. Everything is just misdirected. And it's unfortunate that people around him have not told him that it's just on a wild goose chase, why the country is unraveled and the country is going under. Out of control. Absolutely.
How do you mean? Give us context. Let's take insecurity. Let's be focused, Doctor. Take insecurity, for instance. So much money. But the defense and security sector has gotten the highest budgetary allocation, at least on paper, in the last maybe 10, 12 years. But then you see the military saying they don't really get what is budgeted is not actually released to them. There's a huge gap. But with the spate of killings, massacres all over this country, abductions, beheadings, whether in the northwest, northeast, southwest now, sir, discuss this insecurity pandemic and the Tinubu's administration's response to it, or a lack thereof.
Problem began with Obasanjo, who said Sharia would just go away. It didn't go away. It also started with Jonathan, Dasuki. They shared all security money to people and millions of naira to all kinds of people. No accountability. That's the foundation of corruption, misapplication of funds, and profligacy. And when there is no sin, no accountability, everything now that is showing various symptoms. So it's only a foolish person who don't know that this thing started from Borno State, moved to Plateau, moved to Benue, moved to Niger, moved to Kwara, moved to Oyo, now in Ekiti, until it touches the ocean. Its trajectory is clear, but Our leaders are working on air. They just assure bandits will be defeated. They just talk. And they are busy sharing money, applying contracts, and just plundering the state. There is no seriousness of purpose. Our president went to George. He said, never again. He said, you have only 10 minutes to stay in the airport. He said, never again will anybody be killed. The following week, people were killed in Plateau. Okay, since that time, the Plateau incident in December, we are now in June. What is the weight of a presidential utterance? Do you just speak in vain when you have no strategy? You have no effort to deliver positive outcome. It's just public statement. Does words count? Does it matter? It didn't matter.
Let's talk about solution, because we all know the problems, But what's the solution? Because if you say no strategy, even though they would, the spokesperson for the president was here, Barrister Daniel Buala, of course, vigorously defended the president and the president's policies. Of course, you would say, what do you expect him to do? But my questions are, what should the president have done? What should they have done to resolve this? Because this insecurity now, initially we used to think it was far away, but it's on our doorstep now. It's knocking at our doors. Now, every Nigerian now knows this insecurity is actually at our doorstep. What should the president have done differently?
Once you are going on the wrong course, you keep going there until you stop and take stock and redirect at what you are doing. There are no one silver bullet.
Absolutely.
There are several things.
Yes.
For instance, to know who we are is bastardized. We have NIN, we have BVN, we have ID card, all fake. We cannot account for ourselves. If you are living, your address cannot be pinpointed. We don't know who we are as a country. Anybody can come in to any town, no registration. You have to have a strict identity registration system to know who is who. You tie it down. That's the first thing that you do.
That's the foundation.
That's the foundation to know who is staying within the territory of Nigeria.
Sorry, Doctor. So to even tackle insecurity, because before you talk about guns and bullets and arsenal and armory, the first thing is identity. Who is who and where?
Where? What do you do for a living? Once you do that, then all whoever has access to arms. During Buhari regime, Fulanis were carrying AK-47 everywhere. And nothing was done. In fact, the government now said all reasonable people who have guns should surrender it. But the Fulanis, we have to mention their names, is the only ethnic nation in Nigeria that openly carries AK-47. And they boast about it. And nothing has happened. So all this is foundation. You have to correct, you have to go back. Who is a Fulani? Fulani Nigerian, Fulani adapted, Fulani imported. You have to do an holistic count of who is who and where. That's the fact. If you don't do that, they're just pouring little something.
We're papering over the cracks.
Pretentious. And this thing is that since 1999, we have a ritual of coronation. Every 4 years, please just, if it's only 10 million that votes, just vote us in. Validate our position as governor, as president, as senators, and let's continue plundering the system. So all they want now is just election. Whatever goes, whether it's bad or not, just validate that we are president, we are governor, we are senator, and the same cycle. We don't have democracy. How can you have 23 million out of 200 million voting, and then you say you have democracy? Not even up to 10%. In other countries, to be 51% of registered voters that must vote, otherwise you have to do a rerun. But here we have no standard. Everything is wrong with our society. Everything is wrong. We have to break Nigeria down.
An Obesian state now.
Yeah, anybody.
But sir, the reality, I want us to speak to reality, because our reality now is that 1999 Constitution, identifies Nigeria as one nation. we're all one. Yes, I agree with you in terms of the principle, the theoretical, the thesis that yes, we're different ethnic nationalities. That's true, but we're one nation. Sir, what I want from you, no, we're one country. Yes, we're one country. What I want from you, sir, in the present reality of Nigeria, how do you believe in state police or community policing? And how where I'm actually going with this is that the President Tinubu has spent so much. I mean, when he wanted tax reforms, the way he approached it was totally different. Single-minded focus that was unmatched since he came into office. Single-minded focus. Muscled that process through the National Assembly until it was passed. Why has the president not done that for state or community policing?
The president is held hostage to his ambition to realize second term at all costs.
So every other thing was irrelevant.
And he wanted to be in charge of the police. The way Sunday Adewis was in charge of the police in 1981-82 under Shagari, when Adewis would just make an order. In fact, they were equipped that time to subdue any insurgency. The military had to cut them down. So Tinubu doesn't want to give up central control of police towards the next election. That's what it is. It's just playing games to say, well, committee. Which committee do you need? There's a Motekun that is regional, that has been, the blueprint is there. Yeah. And it will just replicate it.
There's a Bubagio actually in the southeast. They have a
yeah.
In Borno, I know they have JTF, Joint.
So when it will be implemented tomorrow, just make amendments to the Police Council, Police Act, and let 90% of officers and men be drawn from each area. Then you know your way around to protect yourselves. And then people have priorities. In the Southwest, every able-bodied man that has a degree or school side will be put into the police force, Amotekun, in fact. In fact, the police force of Yoruba will be Amotekun force. We don't need all the fanciful names. So if you do that, but I wish Tinubu can just say, look, let me just forget about the second term thing. One term is enough. You have made the name, your photograph is on the wall as president of Nigeria. If you stay 50 years like Paul Biya, what are you going to achieve? If he had a full force, as you said, implementation of decentralized architecture, not just police again, intelligence, traffic control, road safety, civil defense corps, put everything into basket and into modules, not just police alone. Yeah. Because if you do police, you still have intelligence in Abuja. It's not centralized. You have road safety, not centralized. Vehicle movements, road safety will be centralized too, so that you know how many vehicles in your own territory. Is it not? How many Okada? Okadas are not licensed. Everybody just buy Okada on the road, carry people. We are just in a lawless situation because of this Abuja control of everything, security. Until we break it down and centralize, and then each region will be able to decide what is good for him or for it or her. But so sad that president is just pretentious, with respect, is pretentious. He just want to coast through to become second. When he gets second time, what is he going to do with it? The country is gone. May next year is so far away. The country will be gone. If something happened to those people in Ogomosho, 1, 2, 3 or more killings, then something bad will happen. I hope Romania will not happen to President Tinubu. If 1 or 2 teachers or 2 or 3 students were killed and thrown to and people see it, everybody is mad. In a manner situation, anything can happen. We don't pray for it, but do you work for it? Don't work for it. Prayer is useless. All they can. Why didn't they not go to Bombshell to pray? They should just go to Bombshell and form a ring of prophets and pastors and say, Angel Gabriel, put fire on these people who are old people. Why didn't they do that? They ought to have done that. Instead, they said we should do 3 days prayer. Prayer for what? People are in the bush, no dress, nothing. I thought they would go to Bombshell and occupy the forest and invoke all the spirits of their prophetic prayers and flush but it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. God gave us control of what you are supposed to do. Angels will not come down. No matter how much you do, dry prayer, fasting prayer, white prayer is just pretentious until we are serious. If we are really serious, too much money in the hands of people who have sawdust between their heads. They don't know what to do with it. And I must say with respect, when one person donates 3 billion to launch a book, that means the man is just sitting on money. He doesn't know what to do with it. How can you just think of donating 3 billion? That money can build 2-3 universities at once. You give it to one man. What does God want to do with 3 billion at 92? But because this money is just like rainwater, that's it. In other societies, we have to start what happened in Saudi Arabia. 2018. And Saudi Arabia is now on a higher trajectory. You go there to pilgrimage, you always see your time. They are going far. They have been going far for a long time. They gathered everybody who appear to be living above their income. No problem. They put them in an hotel in 2018. Say, stay in this hotel. Whatever money you have, please just surrender it to the state. If you don't surrender, you won't leave. They gave them good treatment. So put all our politicians, put them in Transcorp. You stay there until for years with BVN, you can know who has what. So we know you have 10 billion. Give us 9.5 out of that 10 billion. Sign it away. If you have 10 houses, keep 2. We need 8 to turn to residential flats nationwide. Everybody, even the president himself, if you have 2 more, you should surrender it. Too many things have been privatized. The state have been privatized. We don't now make it to be public. All the looting that has, to what end? To what end? To what end? If you don't apply Saudi solution to give confidence to the people who are working daily 9 to 5, that you are living with your means. Anybody who can donate 3 billion, it's obscene. It's obscene. Danjuma should not be proud to be associated with that kind of money. Today, if he were to be Moffett, he's supposed to transfer all his wealth to the state with immediate effect. Seriously. That's the kind of thing we need to do. We need to do that.
But sir, some would argue that General Tiwa Danjuma is a businessman. And
which business? He was given a block. He doesn't know the color of crude oil. Because he planned coup and killed Ironsi those days, they rewarded him. In fact, they kept that money on their school account. But once we have not had him say anything. If that money now, he should donate to build Amajiri schools. If he's a sincere person that say he prays, if somehow he got stolen goods given to him, because he stolen goods from Nigeria, what fact did he do to generate 3 billion net? If he got them, he ought to have his statement now. Thank you, General Danjuma, I appreciate you. This money, I gave it back to charity. The Agugo Foundation to build schools in every central district in the north, to build skill centers. But as usual, Gondon has kept quiet. He's praying, but prayer without good works. It's of no effect. It's of no effect. General, go on, please, if you are listening. Give this money away. It will be a problem even in your family. If you die and the money remains, your family will be scattered. Why not give the money back to the state and redeem your name as a praying warrior, as a soft-hearted Jack, the one that we knew, that is so sincere, a young, dashing lad that Nigeria married for. Nigeria picked your wife for you, married for you. There's only the day when you got married. You have got so much. Don't keep this money to yourself. Stay example. Say, this money you gave me, I'm giving it out. Others who have money like that, please give it back to Nigeria. We shouldn't be borrowing money. When somebody kept 3 billion under his dark boot, we shouldn't be borrowing money in the country.
I think that should get to the ears of the men concerned. But Doc, some in the opposition camp, opposition political figures, have accused President Tinubu of being largely disconnected from the present day, the everyday reality of Nigerians, the economic grind, the insecurity that they face every day.
While he was in Jos Airport, he said, I have only 10 minutes, and there's no light here, and I will have to go. The same man who said, if there is no light in the country,
Don't vote for me.
don't vote for me. And himself confirmed now that there is no light. What about that? His own household entirely disconnected from the country. Because his wife goes about to invite to donate 1 billion. At least I had them donate 1 billion to OAU. Where is his shop? Where is his boutique? Where is he running a bookstore, Mr. President's wife? And then this country now is passing out SUV cars to some women in all states. Where is the money from? Is it from his salary? Does he have oil well too? So, and President
She was a senator, so maybe they accumulated.
and they were giving 100, maybe they get 100 million per month that time, who knows? But it's not legitimate. His son, Oloshenka, had to complain that police guarding him is enough to go and flush out coup plotters. When you can't say so.
Yes.
So, president's entire household, they are living in the clouds. They are just, we are beneath them. President to go to Bombshell, where will he learn to do that? President appeared to be a statesman, to go to the Buckingham Palace, to go to Macron, to go to Kigali, to just I mean, it's unfortunate that this man who is supposed to be down earth, somebody said, give somebody power, give them wealth, before you know who they really are. The president is not living to the OMOLUABI ethos. It's of Yoruba extraction, whether from Iragbiji or wherever. Iragbiji is still Yoruba land. Yorubas have Afenifere. You want goodness for yourself, you want it for the others. That's what Yoruba mantra says. His household has not lived to this mantra, and that is why he might stay for 20 years on the throne. Let him say that. He doesn't represent the best of Yoruba people.
It brings me to the question. What is the mood of the Southwest generally about Tinubu's government, the administration, the policies, the programs?
There's a small clique of Yorubas that says we will die and swim with Tinubu because they are optimistic that some problems will come to them too. But the real OMOLUABI Yoruba, we are scandalized that Yoruba man is in charge and the country is unraveling under his watch. Addis Obasanjo tried a little bit, not the best. He saved Nigeria from being indebted. He tried. So he made many other mistakes. But to have a Yoruba 2.0, and we now have what we have now. Questionable projects. Lagos, Calabar, Badagry to whatever. Questionable projects. All those things, we can't believe that this OMOLUABI mantra. From the house of Awolowo. Awolowo wanted the greatest good for the greatest number of people. He put his own children in a public school. He went there physically to enroll his daughter. We have the picture. We saw him, he went to visit children in Delta State then who had no shoes, no dress. He identified with the people. We also know Awolowo's mantra, Jakande people. When Jakande was in Lagos, he stayed in his house using his own Toyota Crown. He never traveled overseas once.
In all the years.
In all the years he was governor. He was dressing in just top and trousers. And this is the mantra that we should export to the rest of the country. But it's unfortunate the way Yorubas are not going to be seen. We are going to be endangered in Nigeria the way Tinubu has led Nigeria on our behalf. In quotes, is there on our behalf. We are not going to have any mouth to talk ever again if he leaves today without doing anything. And that's why somebody like me, I've been campaigning, Mr. President, leave October 1, 2026. You have spent 4 years. A new condition for Nigeria that would centralize. Let everybody go and we are Nigeria. Nobody wants to bring Nigeria down. We are good neighbors. But the condition is already available to just decentralize. You go and leave. And then, if at all, it can become ceremonial presidency. When you're commissioning a project, you can come and, but for him to be awarding contracts and be dealing with everything, and then he's looking for foreign investors, when I cannot go to Osun State as a Nigerian now by road.
A citizen of Osun State, an indigenous of Osun State.
I cannot go there. I cannot go to Obajana. I can't go to Lokoja. If I go, my heart will be coming out of my mouth. So which foreigner, unless a criminal foreigner will come and build factory in Nigeria, unless they're coming to loot the oil wealth, no serious-minded person will invest at all. So, President, we are going to be appealing to you in the next few days again. We wrote you a letter in March that please decentralize Nigeria. Let everybody go and manage his affairs. We are going to renew the pledge again that Nigeria cannot manage as one primary school with an headmaster. That's the mentality that we have now. An headmaster managing like village headmaster. Nigeria has been reduced to village headmaster of the TV series. A city, a place of jesters. Onanuga, press releases. A country of, is it 200 million, 250 million? It's embarrassing to say we don't even know who we are. That's the foundation of our problem.
But sir, some would argue that President, the way you talk about President to decentralize Nigeria, does he have that power really to do that? Because Nigeria is
Nigeria has powers. He has powers to send a bill. There are nothing he has asked Akpabio to do that Akpabio has not delivered. There's nothing.
Yes.
Let him be, insofar as it depends on him. He just authorized Attorney General, please prepare a bill. Simple. Anybody want to be a module in Nigeria, you are allowed to go and differentiate into your modules. Reduce 68 items of the Constitution essential to reduce to 10. Road, everything. It's a law that will be passed. Mm-hmm. There's a process agreed to consult the states. It can be done under the doctrine of necessity. If you say, Nigerians, I want to live under. People have been saying that we want decentralization since 1999. Before then, so it's already settled. We already even approved 6 commissions, meaning in 6 zones.
Regional commissions, regional development commissions.
It's just to upgrade it now to give it constitutional backing rather than administrative backing. That's all. And then let's have 6 premiers. Instead of running for Abuja, spending 100 million, Atiku, go and run to run your region. If Obi thinks it's good, let him go and run the southeast. Atiku should run the northeast. Let Adebayo run southwest. So this one, you want to fight to finish. It's because you are greedy and selfish. You want to be controlling the oil money in Abuja. And when there is no oil money again, you want to be borrowing. You want to borrow big. Otherwise, what is the attraction to be in Abuja? Abuja is not even livable at all. Abuja has been bastardized. You can't rent a house at less than 4 million because everybody wants to be here at all costs. Remove all this artificial wealth, artificial life, and we come back to normal once again and live like human beings. People in Benin Republic, they are more, even go to Niger, they are more down to earth because there is no pressure of trying to make it at all costs, to pocket means. We need to come down. We have gone too far in the wrong direction. Tinubu can set the pace. I know I've appeared on this show where I made the case and it appears as if it's not possible. Okay, let him not do it. Let him not do it. He has his name now. Everything has consequences. Let him not do it. We are the one that love him most. Tell him to do what is right. He is free to say no, to be obstinate, to the end. When he wins second term, so what?
But Doc, you know, for once, I suspect that the National Assembly under Senator Akpabio, even if, let us assume that the president sends such a, executive bill to the National Assembly, I'm willing to bet my last kobo that the Senate under Senator Akpabio will resist the president, because what you are indirectly calling for is to render the National Assembly, into extinction, to remove them. And you think the 109 senators, 360 House of Rep members, they will voluntarily, write off their own jobs?
In fact, it's embarrassing. We used to know Senator Debiyi, Senator Adesanya. We have no senator of Yoruba origin in the National Assembly.
No, they are not.
They don't talk. They have no view. They are colorless. Because are they taking 30 million per month? We don't know. But that money that they are taking per month has beclouded their judgment. So they are not even... Look, if we are giving the ammunition, we occupy National Assembly. It's better for president to give all the cover. We are even ready now. We are forming a body now, Western Region of Nigeria Movement. We want to be governed separately, differently from the way 1999 Constitution is. We are coming up this week to articulate our position that we want to be managed separately. Nigeria will remain the same. We are not calling for secession, but we want a region of our own where we are in control of education, of engineering, of artificial intelligence. Whoever wants to go with cows is free. Whoever wants to trade importing from China, they are free. Let the Niger Delta own their oil. We don't need oil. We will live with our own means. We have to create wealth. A movement is coming up this week, June 12th. It's a marathon, it's not a sprint. If Tinubu doesn't support us, we are going to push him to the extreme that you cannot leave us, Yorubas, under this contraption for your selfish interests. The news is coming out.
Well, we'll wait and see how far you go with that. Let's switch gears, Doc. All the political parties recently concluded their party primaries, according to INEC's timetable. Give us your overview of the major candidates. Atiku Abubakar, ADC, Donald Duke, PRP, Peter Obi, NDC, and OMOLUABI, and then Adebayo, your party. I mean, we are not even sure. Some are saying Goodluck Jonathan is coming out. So give us your overview. Assess their strengths.
We had high hopes, but anything good in Nigeria normally turns to ashes and dust. The political class, in their greed, selfishness, May 1st, they've broken themselves down into fragments. If there's one formidable party, it's easier to challenge Tinubu. But the way it is now, Tinubu is just like a Colossus. It's Colossus. They are all spread. I mean, Tinubu, he has won.
Oh, really?
In my own mind, only death or sickness can separate Tinubu from winning in 2027.
Really?
He has 31 governors, not just the governors. It's reported that they have raised money from state allocations. So, money for money. I said so, sometimes people are abusing me. Everybody is hungry. They used to give 5,000. Now it's bulk envelope, they pack it. They give you bulk, maybe 50,000. There's no money now. All the subsidy that they have saved, the money has not come out. They are holding the money. The time to float it is coming. And at that time, take money, bring your PVC. Take money, bring your PVC. Take money, bring your PVC. So, it's a control of 31 states. Never in Nigeria has been one party control such number of states. Not the states, but the money coming to the states. And the governor are ready to spend and spend and spend. The Fulani outside North cannot say they are born to rule. That when they are in charge, they are in charge. When we allowed you, you can come. Once we don't allow you anymore, We can take it from you.
But is that right, sir? That reading, is it right, sir?
That's the reading.
But is it right? Are you correct?
No, I believe in myself that if Atiku were to win,
Yes.
I will see that I've now been granted the slavery status. And it's a means now to...
Isn't that rather too extreme, sir? Isn't that rather too extreme?
Yeah. You have to kill madness with going to Secretary Hospital now. You can't kill madness with...
I sat here with Dr. Akin Fapohunda, a Fulani man that I have tremendous respect for. And he said it here. He gave me an analogy, chronological analogy. It was the Fulani, the so-called Hausa Fulani, that brought Obasanjo. Do you dispute that?
No, it's the military that brought Obasanjo because they wanted...
But the people, the individuals, were northerners.
No, they are wearing military toga because they wanted to cover all the looting they did when they are in the government. Well, you see, there is no one single issue, but majority, the soldiers, all of them, if Obasanjo, when it was accused, Abiola, that is not the Messiah, all of them, military wing, that time they were united across the board. But you cannot go into elements to break it down, agreed. But what I'm saying today on this show is that it will trigger a renewed interest in the 1914 amalgamation in the country. I'm saying morning after, when you achieve it, 1 month after, 2 months after, 3 months after, it will bring some realization that
the good thing, I know you have alluded, but I want you to tell Nigerians, between Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar, which of these, or even Donald Duke PRP, or even Adebayo, who can actually remove unseat President Tinubu? 2027 election.
Nobody can remove Tinubu based on what we have on ground, based on the corruption, on the money. Only death and infirmity can remove Tinubu.
Even if the election is 50% clean, let's say 50%.
It cannot be clean.
Why is that?
INEC cannot be clean.
Wow.
INEC cannot be clean.
Wow.
See the way they have been doing primary, they're counting 140, 50, 100, 2,000.
1,000.
Would that be free? They just declare a figure, go to court. That's what's going to happen. Tinubu cannot lose in any circumstance.
Wow.
Unless that's what I have the conviction,
wow,
1,000% in me. It cannot be removed.
Wow.
Unless it throws. That's why I beg him, why not just throwing the towel on your own and put Nigeria on the right course and bring all this money thing down. Go separate Nigeria into regions. Let everybody go and be OMOLUABI or Hanese in the own area. And then we'll compete as it was in the First Republic. The North was doing, the Southwest was doing, the East was doing. That's what we need. But to fight to finish, to control Abuja, when he wins, he has to subdue Atiku, subdue Obi. Obedient movements will keep fighting. They will never stop. Whoever wins cannot enjoy respect of the whole country.
Okay, Prof, let's round up now. So, I mean, I've heard you. The scenario is very dire. So he would win because INEC is compromised. So what option is left for Nigerians?
The option is to still the same thing for Tinubu to be the father of modern Nigeria that is coming. Change the constitution for us to have regional constitutions.
No, what I mean, sir, is that he wins in a compromised election, INEC doing whatever they want to do. So that means Nigerians have no option. We just continue another 4 years.
It might say, well, let's go about it very well. In 1959, there was some kind of election that was not free and fair. Yeah. It ended up in 1966 in a military coup. Is it not true?
But we're not praying for that.
No, you don't need to pray. What to do, what to sow, you reap. In 1978, 79, government was in power again. It ended up in a coup in 1983. Is it not true? It's true. And then, so early now, there was a coup last year already against the government.
Well, not a coup, actually, an attempted.
It was conceived. It was conceived.
Yeah, it was conceived.
Whether I pray for it or I pray against it, it's immaterial. Once the elements are coalescing together, yes, what we have now is a state of the anomy. And everybody can choose to solve the problem the way he likes. The way we like it in Yoruba land now is to form a platform, Western region of Nigerian movement. We want to take ourselves out of 1999 constitution. We are still Nigeria, Western region of Nigerian movement.
No cessation.
Not secession. We want to remain as it is, but we want to be given access to put a fence around our own territory and decide who comes in and run our own household to suit us. We want to bring all the people who are Japa in. Because most people Japa, they are mainly from Southwest.
I'm a Yoruba man, you have not gotten my consent for this, Doc.
I don't need your consent.
Really?
Leadership, Lee Kuan Yew didn't get consent when the country was thrown out of Malaysia. The fruit of his labor, everybody embraced it at that time. Leadership is not about democracy. Once you know that we are selfless and I told you now, I told you to bring Japada. All Yorubas who are overseas want to find the means for them to come back. Those are good policies. You understand? We want to bring in Yorubas of Kogi, Yorubas of Kwara.
We'll talk more about this.
To come home. So
we'll talk more about this some other time.
It's an organic thing that we are pushing.
I'm sure we may not get to
other zones, other nations should do the same. They just are taking control with Topolo, whether we like it or not. They are taking control. They are armed. You cannot penetrate to your land now. That's not the truth. They are quiet. They are sharing the money among themselves.
Not benefiting because you
are benefiting.
No, sir. What we are getting is 1.5, 1.6 million. Hold on, sir.
You not got it.
Hold on, sir. 1.6 million barrels per day. Nigeria has the potential of doing 4 million barrels per day, and they are still stealing the crude oil anyway.
No, but at least
it's better than the 800,000 we're getting before.
Yeah. So if we break the whole country down,
yes.
The Ghana from the north, the cotton, the gold. The northern people will own the gold in Safara, not the Chinese.
This conversation is for the entirety of Nigerians,
Absolutely.
Not the Yorubas alone.
No. We are going to be taking part in the meeting in July.
Okay.
Citizens for Restructure Nigeria is a national movement led by one of my friends, OMOLUABI.
And like I always tell you, sir, we need our elites. Because without elite consensus, nothing is going to happen.
We are getting consensus of the Yorubas. We were saying all the other things should do their own. They should do their own. We are getting consensus. In 3-4 days, we already have the best of the brightest Yorubas on the same platform. I don't want to mention names.
Doc,
it's
always a pleasure having you on this program.
Thank you very much.
I'm sure I'll see you again as we wind down towards the 2027 elections.
We can't stand akimbo. Sometimes we have to work.
Absolutely.
God will help us.
I will not stop talking.
Absolutely.
One day it will get into the ears of
Absolutely.
our leaders. Thank you.
Thank you.